As the vibrant hum of the world outside begins its slow, graceful quietening, you feel a subtle shift. The last golden rays of sunlight soften into twilight, then deepen into the soothing, encompassing blue of evening. Sounds that once clamored for your attention now recede, becoming gentle whispers or fading entirely into the backdrop of the night. This grand, ancient transition from day to darkness is mirrored intimately within your own being, a quiet invitation extending from the world to your very soul. Feel your breath, which perhaps danced to the hurried tempo of the day's demands, now begin to soften, to lengthen, to deepen into a more peaceful, unhurried rhythm. Inhale gently, then exhale slowly, allowing any lingering tensions to simply melt away. With each deliberate, calming breath, a tender stillness starts to unfold from within your chest, spreading outwards through your shoulders, down your arms, and into your very fingertips. It is a wave of relaxation, a warm current washing over you, beckoning you deeper into repose. Your muscles, which might have held the day's efforts, now begin their release. Your jaw relaxes, your brow smooths, and a profound sense of letting go begins to settle over your entire physical form. This isn't a surrender of exhaustion, but rather a wise and ancient yielding, a profound acceptance of the natural call to rest. Your body, with its innate intelligence, knows this timeless rhythm. It recognizes the signal of the darkening world, the quiet command to prepare for a profound journey into rest, a nightly return to a state of peace that is both essential and deeply restorative. This quiet surrender is where the true magic begins. Consider your mind, too, as it responds to this gentle descent. The thoughts that once rushed and tumbled, like a vibrant river in daylight, now begin to slow their currents. They become like soft, drifting leaves on a calm stream, floating by without demanding your grasp, without requiring your judgment. You observe them, acknowledge them, then allow them to pass, releasing their hold. This detachment from the day's concerns is a crucial part of preparing for slumber, a gentle release of the mental reins. Sleep is so much more than mere inactivity or a pause in your day. It is a distinct realm, a profound state of being utterly unique from wakefulness. It is a journey you embark upon every single night, a pilgrimage into the depths of your own consciousness that is both universal and deeply personal. While your physical body comes to rest, settling into the comfort of your bed, your magnificent brain embarks on its own profound work, a silent, intricate process that reshapes, renews, and reconfigures the very essence of who you are. This is where the story of the sleeping brain truly begins, unfolding its wonders within you. The invitation to sleep is always present, a constant, gentle pull. The more you can soften into it, the more you can release the need to control or force its arrival, the more readily it will embrace you. It is an act of deep trust in your own biological wisdom. You are built for this. Your very cells, your ancient evolutionary programming, guide you towards this essential nightly retreat. As you sink deeper into your resting place, subtle but profound physiological changes are already underway, meticulously orchestrated by your internal systems. Your heart rate, which perhaps quickened with excitement or exertion during your waking hours, now eases into a slower, more deliberate beat. It's a steady, rhythmic drum, a soothing pulse that echoes the quietening of the world around you. Your internal body temperature, maintained at precise warmth throughout the day, begins a gentle, almost imperceptible dip. This slight cooling is not a chill, but a subtle, comforting signal to your entire being that it is indeed time for profound rest, time for the rich, restorative work that only the night can offer. This shift in temperature and heart rate are part of a larger, unseen orchestration, driven by the body's internal clock, a silent conductor that responds to the light and darkness of your environment. Without you needing to think, your biology is already transitioning, preparing your internal landscape for the deep dives that are to come. This journey into rest is an experience shared by every human being, an ancient inheritance passed down through countless generations. From the earliest moments of human existence, the rhythm of day and night has governed our lives, shaping our biology, instilling within us this profound, innate drive to seek slumber when the sun sets. You are connected to this vast, universal rhythm, a part of a timeless cycle that renews all living things. As you allow yourself to drift, feeling the profound peace of this gentle descent, you are crossing a subtle threshold. Think of it as stepping through a soft, shimmering doorway from the active, external world into an internal, boundless realm. On one side lies the realm of conscious doing, planning, and interacting. On the other lies the realm of being, of silent renewal, of profound, unseen work. This doorway isn't a sudden gate, but a gradual, welcoming transition, inviting you deeper with each softening breath, each relaxing muscle. You're entering a space where the usual rules of time and thought begin to bend, where the boundaries of what you perceive as real become wonderfully fluid. It is here, in this liminal space, that the true story of your sleeping brain begins to unfold. It is here that complex electrical signals will weave together, creating landscapes beyond your imagination. It is here that healing will occur at a cellular level, silent and profound. So, release any last lingering thoughts of the day. Let your mind become a calm lake, reflecting the soft, endless sky above. Allow yourself to be embraced by this profound stillness, this universal call to rest. You are now at the very beginning of an extraordinary expedition, an inner journey that promises to reveal deeper layers of self, of healing, and of wisdom. What intricate architecture will your mind unveil in the depths of this quiet night? The journey has just begun, deep within the hidden landscape of your own resting brain. As you continue your gentle descent, feeling your body settle deeper into comfort and your breath find its calm, consistent rhythm, let your awareness gently turn inward. Beyond the veil of waking, beneath the quiet surface of your skin, lies your magnificent brain. It is here that an astounding transformation begins as rest takes hold. This is not simply a mass of tissue. It is a vast and intricate landscape, an architectural marvel of countless connections, where consciousness softens and your inner world prepares for its profound nightly work. You are entering the grand architecture of your mind, settling into a deeper stillness. Imagine your brain not as a singular, uniform entity, but as a sprawling city that never truly sleeps. During your waking hours, this city is a bustling metropolis. Lights are bright, traffic rushes along its myriad pathways, and every district hums with purposeful activity. But as sleep approaches, this city undergoes a remarkable metamorphosis. It doesn't shut down. Rather, it reorganizes itself, its functions shifting, its lights dimming in some areas while others ignite with different, more introspective glow. Specific regions and pathways that were once ablaze with conscious activity now gently quieten, while others stir to life with new, vital tasks. Consider, first, the cerebral cortex, the grand outer layer of your brain, a deeply folded and wrinkled landscape that covers its surface. During the day, this is the bustling command center of your conscious experience. It's where you think, reason, perceive the world through your senses, and initiate your movements. It's a vibrant audience hall of your daily life, filled with the constant chatter of observation and decision. But as you prepare for sleep, the activity within your cerebral cortex begins to change dramatically. The rapid, focused chatter slows, the vibrant lights dim, and the relentless stream of conscious thought softens. This vast area doesn't go dark completely, but its purpose shifts, becoming more receptive to internal signals, less concerned with the outer world. Deeper within this magnificent architecture lies the thalamus, a crucial structure often thought of as the brain's central relay station or its sensory gatekeeper. During wakefulness, the thalamus is constantly receiving all the sensory information from your eyes, ears, skin, and tongue, and meticulously filtering and forwarding it to the appropriate areas of your cerebral cortex for interpretation. It's like a busy switchboard operator, connecting you to every detail of your environment. But as sleep descends, the thalamus gently lowers its gate. It becomes less responsive to external stimuli, effectively muting the sounds and sights of the waking world. This allows your brain to retreat into an internal landscape, undisturbed by the rustle of leaves outside or the distant hum of traffic. It's a silent guardian, ensuring the peace necessary for deeper rest. Further still into this intricate landscape, nestled at the base of your brain, you find powerful control centers that actively promote sleep. The hypothalamus, a small but mighty region, contains groups of neurons that are like master architects, designing and implementing your sleep cycles. One particular cluster, the ventrolateral preoptic nucleus, or VLPO, acts almost like a sleep switch. When these neurons become active, They release calming neurotransmitters that quiet other brain regions responsible for wakefulness, gently pushing you deeper into the embrace of sleep. It's a precise biological mechanism, a dedicated team of architects ensuring the smooth transition from wake to rest. And beneath all of this, forming the very foundation of your brain, is the brainstem. This vital structure connects your brain to your spinal cord and orchestrates the most fundamental life-sustaining processes. Even in the deepest sleep, the brainstem tirelessly maintains your breathing, keeps your heart beating steadily, and regulates blood pressure. But it also plays a critical role in initiating and regulating different sleep states, including both the profound stillness of deep sleep and the vibrant activity of dreams. It's a sturdy bedrock upon which your entire nightly journey rests. Within this grand architecture are also more ancient and primal chambers, such as parts of the limbic system, which is deeply involved in emotion and memory. While the conscious emotional processing might quiet, these areas remain active during sleep, particularly during dreams, as your mind processes and integrates the emotional landscape of your day. They are like inner chambers holding stories, which will be quietly reviewed and reordered throughout the night. So, the vast network of connections, the countless pathways within your brain, don't simply go dormant. Instead, they shift their flow, like a complex system of roads where some lanes close for maintenance, while others open up for different kind of traffic. The activity is not lessened, but repurposed. Your brain isn't sleeping from work. It's sleeping for work, a different kind of work, unseen and unheard by your waking mind, yet essential for your overall well-being. As consciousness softens, that familiar sense of your external self gently dissolves. You are no longer acutely aware of your surroundings, your immediate tasks, or the demands of the day. Instead, your inner world prepares for its nightly work, a rich, complex internal landscape where memories will be woven, insights will spark, and dreams will unfold. This stillness you feel is not an absence, but a presence, the presence of your mind turning inward, preparing for its profound, internal journey. Despite the maps we draw on the regions we name, much of this inner landscape remains a profound mystery, stretching beyond the horizon of our current understanding. The beauty lies not only in what we know, but in the vastness of what is yet to be discovered. Now, as you settle deeper into this grand architecture of your mind, embraced by its quiet repose, know that every part of your brain is exquisitely designed for this sacred nightly ritual. The stage is set, the lights have dimmed, and within this intricate, silent city, the smallest, yet perhaps most vital, performers are stirring. They are the fundamental units of your brain. Prepare and begin their silent, powerful HUM as your awareness settles deeper into the serene landscape of your resting brain. Let's zoom in even further, beyond the grand architectural regions and vast pathways. We are now delving into the very essence of that magnificent structure, to its most fundamental building blocks. Deep within the quiet, nestled amidst the intricate folds and delicate connections, a billion tiny stars begin to softly hum. These are your neurons, the fundamental whispers of your every thought, every feeling, every memory, and every unconscious breath. They are the microscopic dancers whose silent communication lays the groundwork for all the intricate processes of sleep. Tonight, feel the gentle, unseen life that pulses within your very cells, choreographing profound mysteries of your nightly rest. Imagine each neuron as a miniature, self-contained universe, yet intricately connected to thousands of others. Though microscopic, each has a distinct form and purpose, essential to the brain's grand design. At the heart of each neuron lies its cell body, or soma, the central hub, the life support center. It's like the quiet control room, housing the machinery that keeps the neuron alive and functional, ready for its vital role. Extending from the central hub are delicate, tree-like branches known as dendrites. Think of these dendrites as the receiving branches, the antennae of the neuron. They are constantly reaching out, sensitive to the whispers and signals sent from countless other neurons. They listen, gather information, and bring it toward the cell center, like tiny, receptive ears attuned to the silent symphony around them. And then, each neuron typically sends forth one long, slender projection called an axon. This axon is a sending cable, the long pathway that transmits signals away from the cell body, sometimes stretching considerable distances across the brain, like a vital communication line connecting distant cities. At the very end of the axon, it branches into numerous terminals, poised to connect with the dendrites or cell bodies of other neurons. The magic truly happens at these connection points, tiny gaps known as synapses. A synapse is not a physical bridge, but a microscopic space where neurons talk to each other without touching. It's the sacred meeting point where information is exchanged. Think of it as a quiet harbor, where messages are loaded onto tiny boats to cross a narrow channel to another waiting shore. This communication is a beautiful two-step process. First, an electrical signal, a tiny, rapid spark called an action potential, flashes down the length of the axon. It's a quick, fleeting burst of energy, like a tiny lightning strike moving silently along its designated path. When this electrical spark reaches the end of the axon, at the synapse, it triggers the second part of the communication. Here, the electrical signal is converted into a chemical signal. Tiny packets, filled with special chemical messengers called neurotransmitters, are released into that synaptic gap. These neurotransmitters are like the chemical notes of the brain's symphony or messages in a bottle, gracefully floating across the narrow channel. On the other side, the dendrites of the receiving neuron have specialized receptors, like delicate locks waiting for the right key. When a neurotransmitter, the right key, binds to its lock, it triggers a new electrical signal in the receiving neuron, thus passing the message along. This entire process happens with incredible speed, thousands of times a second, creating a continuous, intricate dance of information flow throughout your brain. Beyond these eloquent neurons, there's a vast, supportive cast that makes the entire performance possible. These are the unsung heroes of your brain, the glial cells. Often overlooked, glial cells are far more numerous than neurons themselves, acting as a brain-supporting cast or its nurturing gardeners. They don't send electrical signals like neurons, but their role is indispensable. They provide structural support, literally holding the brain's delicate architecture together. They deliver nutrients to neurons, ensuring they have the energy to perform their vital work. And crucially, they clean up cellular debris and waste products, acting like a dedicated maintenance crew, constantly tidying the intricate environment, a process we'll explore in more detail later. This vast, unseen life pulses within your very cells, ensuring the health and efficiency of every whisper, every hum. During your waking hours, this intricate network of neurons is largely engaged in processing external stimuli, making decisions and coordinating movement. The individual neurons fire in complex, often unsynchronized patterns, reflecting the diverse and dynamic demands of consciousness. But as you transition into sleep, particularly into the deeper stages, a profound shift occurs in the cellular dance. The overall firing rates of many neurons begin to decrease. It's not a shutdown, but a collective quietening, a graceful reduction in their frenetic activity. Imagine the bustling city lights from our last chapter beginning to dim, not randomly, but in a coordinated fashion. Instead of individual, independent chatter, the neurons begin to synchronize their firing. They start to hum together, falling into rhythmic, collective patterns. This synchronization is what creates the slow, large brain waves, the delta waves of deep sleep, and the unique patterns of sleep spindles and K-complexes that we measure and observe. It's like thousands of tiny dancers who were once performing individual movements, now beginning to move together in a grand, unified choreography, creating profound, resonant lullabies of sleep. Indeed, specific populations of neurons, particularly those located in your hypothalamus and brainstem, become actively engaged in promoting sleep. These are the microscopic choreographers that quiet the wake-promoting neurons and initiate the coordinated, synchronized activity characteristic of slumber. They are the ones changing the steps of the dancers, guiding them from the active, individual movements of wakefulness to the flowing, collective dance of rest. This intricate cellular activity, this silent, powerful hum of billions of neurons, lays the fundamental groundwork for all the intricate processes of sleep we have yet to fully explore. It is at this microscopic level that memories are truly consolidated, as connections are strengthened or weakened. It is here that emotional landscapes are processed, as neural pathways are gently rewired. And it is from this deep cellular activity that the vivid, often surreal, tapestry your dreams will eventually emerge. Feel the profound complexity and intelligence that resides at this tiny, fundamental level within you. This gentle, unseen life is pulsing, communicating, and transforming, all to ensure your deepest rest and renewal. It is a masterpiece of biological precision, working tirelessly beneath the surface of your awareness. As you continue to drift, held in the embrace of this cellular ballet, allow your mind to appreciate the silent, tireless work of these tiny stars within. They are diligently laying the foundation, creating the very rhythm that defines your journey through the night. And it is these very rhythms, these collective whispers, that we will begin to truly listen to as we move beyond the cellular edge to map the larger, more profound patterns of your sleeping brain. As your awareness settles even deeper into the quiet repose of your inner landscape, where billions of tiny neurons now softly hum, let's turn our attention to the grander patterns they collectively create. Close your eyes, if they aren't already, and imagine the unseen currents of your mind, vast, sweeping waves of electrical energy that rhythmically pulse and flow through your sleeping brain. From the rapid, active dance of your waking hours to sleep's slow, rolling embrace, these rhythmic lullabies guide your journey, carrying you deeper and deeper into profound rest. Tonight, listen to the silent, complex music your brain composes as you drift. For many years, scientists have been able to listen to this silent music, to observe these unseen currents. They use a gentle tool called an electroencephalogram, or EEG. Imagine placing tiny, sensitive microphones onto the surface of a magnificent concert hall. You wouldn't hear the individual notes of each violin or flute, but you would hear the grand, sweeping melodies, the powerful crescendos, and the soft, lingering echoes of the entire orchestra. That's what an EEG does for your brain. It detects the synchronized electrical activity of millions of neurons firing together, creating distinct patterns that reveal your state of consciousness. These patterns are your brain waves. During your waking day, when your mind is alert, focused, and engaged in problem solving, your brain produces fast, choppy waves known as beta waves. This is the waking's rapid dance, the quick-paced, intricate rhythm of your active thoughts, your conversations, and your interactions with the world. When you close your eyes, however, and begin to relax, perhaps daydreaming or simply resting quietly, your brain shifts to a slightly slower, more expansive rhythm, alpha waves. These are the harmonious, flowing melodies that emerge when your mind is calm but still awake, like the gentle transition music from the bustling day to the quiet night. As you begin your true descent into the first stage of sleep, that delicate N1 phase, your brainwave patterns undergo another subtle transformation. The alpha waves begin to recede, giving way to even slower, more irregular rhythms called theta waves. These are the soft, drifting melodies of light sleep, where your awareness becomes hazy, your thoughts become more dreamlike, and you might experience a gentle sense of floating. It's during this time that a sudden, brief muscle jerk, a hypnic jerk, might momentarily pull you back, a fleeting disruption in this emerging lullaby, before you drift once more into the embrace of sleep. Then, you flow seamlessly into N2 sleep, the deeper stage of light rest, where you spend a significant portion of your night. Here, the theta waves continue their slow sway, but two unique and fascinating elements emerge within your brain's composition. First are the sleep spindles, short, intense bursts of rapid brainwave activity, like quick, focused trills of harmony within the larger melody. These spindles are thought to play a crucial role in preventing external noises from disturbing your sleep, acting as tiny internal guardians. They also seem to be vital for memory consolidation, helping your brain to efficiently process and store the day's new information, like a quick burst of dedicated note-taking by your sleeping mind. Alongside the sleep spindles, large, distinct waves appear called K-complexes. Imagine these as deep, resonant chords, singular and powerful. A K-complex might be triggered by an internal sensation or a very faint external sound, but instead of waking you, it serves to protect your sleep. It's like a deep, protective sigh from your brain, reaffirming your rest and helping to suppress arousal. These specific rhythmic lullabies of N2 sleep, the spindles and K-complexes, are unique compositions, ensuring your sleep deepens while still allowing for essential processing. As you journey further into profound stillness of N3 sleep or deep sleep, the brain's rhythm undergoes its most dramatic change. Here, the slowest and largest waves, known as delta waves, dominate the symphony. These are the deep, rolling embrace of sleep, like the powerful, resonant bass notes of the orchestra. Delta waves signify the deepest stage of physical rest, where your body performs the most intense repair and regeneration. Your brain activity is highly synchronized in this stage, moving in slow, sweeping motions across vast regions, creating a profound sense of quietude and restoration. It is during these delta wave-filled moments that your physical healing is most profound and your deepest energy reserves are replenished. And then, as your sleep cycle gently shifts, returning from the depths of N3, you transition into the vibrant, often paradoxical state of REM sleep. Here, the brainwave patterns become remarkably different once more. They become fast and irregular, quite similar to the beta waves of wakefulness, yet you remain deeply asleep. This unique pattern, active and dynamic, is a backdrop for your most vivid and memorable dreams, a truly distinct movement in your brain's nightly symphony. These continuous, rhythmic changes in your brainwaves are not random. They are the rhythmic lullabies that actively guide your journey through the night, orchestrating the vital work of sleep. They ensure that memories are woven, emotions are processed, physical healing occurs, and clarity is restored. Your brain, with its unseen currents and powerful electrical pulses, is constantly composing this intricate music, a silent testament to its profound intelligence and dedication to your well-being. So, as you rest now, held in the gentle embrace of this intricate symphony, feel the profound peace that comes from knowing your brain is diligently creating these vital rhythms. It is listening to the internal hum of its neurons and shaping those whispers into waves that carry you through each necessary stage of rest. And as your brain prepares to transition into that most active and dream-filled phase of sleep, it is crafting a unique rhythm unlike any other, a truly paradoxical state that holds some of sleep's most captivating secrets. As you continue sinking further beyond the fleeting whispers of light sleep and past the gentle lullabies of brainwaves, you now enter profound stillness of non-rapid eye movement, or NREM sleep. This is when majority of your night will unfold, a realm characterized by a deepening quietude, where your brainwaves slow into resonant, powerful rhythms, and your body performs its most essential, silent mending. This profound phase of rest is sleep's foundational gift, meticulously rebuilding you from within, preparing every fiber of your being for the life that awaits. Imagine your body as a magnificent, intricate machine that works tirelessly throughout the day, enduring countless small stresses, microstrains, and inevitable wear and tear of living. Every movement, every thought, every environmental interaction creates tiny cellular demands. When you finally surrender to NREM sleep, particularly the deep, slow wave stages, N3, it's as if this complex machine enters a dedicated, high-efficiency repair shop. Here, skilled, unseen engineers, your own biological systems, begin a meticulous, silent overhaul. One of the most remarkable aspects of this NREM embrace is the quiet repair of cells. During wakefulness, your cells are constantly engaged in metabolic activity, producing energy and byproducts, some of which can be damaging. Think of it like a busy factory running all day, accumulating dust and small imperfections. But in the stillness of deep sleep, your body ramps up its processes of cellular repair and regeneration. This is when the crucial work of protein synthesis intensifies. Proteins are the fundamental building blocks and workers of your body, essential for creating new cells, repairing damaged tissues, and maintaining almost every biological function. Your sleeping body is diligently manufacturing these vital components, ensuring every cell is restored to optimal function, refreshing their very core. This extends to the vital regeneration of tissues. If you've been physically active during the day, your muscles might have experienced microscopic tears or fatigue. During deep NREM sleep, these micro-damages are addressed. Growth hormone, a powerful restorative agent, floods your system, stimulating muscle repair and growth, and aiding in the overall renewal of your body's tissues. It's like a universal healing balm, applied generously throughout the night. Even the smallest wear and tear on your skin, your bones, and your internal organs receives this quiet, dedicated attention, making NREM sleep a profound period of physical reconstruction. A delicate symphony of hormonal balance also plays out during NREM sleep, specifically in the deeper stages. The release of growth hormone GH, as we just touched upon, reaches its peak. While often associated with the growth spurts of childhood, for adults, GH is a critical restorative hormone, essential for maintaining muscle mass, bone density, and metabolic health. Simultaneously, the levels of cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, naturally decrease. This reduction allows your body to relax deeply, stepping away from the heightened state of alertness and reducing inflammation that might have built up during your active day. This beautiful interplay of rising restorative hormones and falling stress hormones creates the perfect biochemical environment for healing. Furthermore, NREM sleep is absolutely vital for strengthening your immune defenses. Imagine your immune system as a vigilant army, constantly on patrol, identifying and neutralizing threats. During your waking hours, this army is active, but it's during the stillness of NREM that its ranks are truly bolstered and its strategies refined. Your body ramps up the production of crucial immune proteins called cytokines, which are like the commanders and foot soldiers of your immune system. These cytokines are essential for fighting off infections, reducing inflammation, and building robust defenses against future invaders. This is why a good night's sleep is often prescribed when you're feeling unwell. It's your body instinctively calling for the time it needs to produce these vital protectors and orchestrate its powerful healing response. Beyond the physical, NREM sleep also performs deep restoration for your mind. While dreams are typically associated with REM sleep, NREM plays a crucial role in memory consolidation, particularly for what scientists call declarative memories, the facts, events, and information you consciously learn. Think of your brain during NREM as a meticulous librarian, taking all the new information gathered throughout the day from its temporary holding area, the hippocampus, and carefully filing away into more permanent storage regions in your cortex. This process strengthens the neural connections related to those memories, making them more stable and easier to recall later. It's a silent, efficient sorting and shelving of your day's experiences, ensuring that learning truly sticks. Moreover, NREM sleep is thought to be a period of synaptic homeostasis, sometimes referred to as neural pruning. Throughout the day, as you learn and experience new things, the connections between your neurons, your synapses, can become stronger and more numerous. While this is essential for learning, it can also lead to an overload of information. During deep NREM sleep, your brain subtly prunes or weakens less important synaptic connections, making space for essential ones to strengthen. Imagine it like a skilled gardener who prunes back excess branches to allow the main plant to flourish, or clearing out mental clutter to make room for what truly matters. This process optimizes your brain's efficiency, ensuring it remains ready for new learning when you awaken. And beneath all this intricate work, there's a fundamental task of energy replenishment. Your brain, like any powerful engine, consumes a vast amount of energy throughout the day. NREM sleep allows for the efficient restoration of cellular energy reserves, particularly ADP, adenosine triphosphate, the primary energy currency of your cells. It's like your entire being is plugged into a silent, profound charger, ensuring that every neuron, every cell, is fully powered up and ready for another day of activity and thought. Feel the profound stillness that encompasses you in REM's embrace. This deep calm is not an absence of activity, but a necessary condition for the intense, restorative work happening within. It is the bedrock of your sleep, the foundational gift that meticulously rebuilds you from within, physically and mentally. But as your body and mind are deeply restored in this peaceful stillness, another profound shift awaits. For even as the quiet repair continues, your brain prepares to transition into a different, more active state, a paradoxical realm where the very fabric of reality seems to shift and the landscapes of imagination spring to life. This is where profound silence gives way to a vibrant, internal theater, holding some of sleep's most extraordinary secrets. From the depths of stillness, after the profound, quiet restoration of NREM sleep has nurtured your body and filed your waking memories, a truly remarkable transition begins within your brain. It's as if a switch is gently flipped, and from that deep, serene calm, a vibrant river begins to flow, the unique, dynamic currents of REM sleep. Here, within this paradoxical realm, Your imagination awakens with astonishing clarity, and the very fabric of reality seems to shimmer with possibility. This stage is famously known as rapid eye movement, REM. Sleep because beneath your gently closed eyelids, your eyes begin to dart quickly from side to side, as if you're watching a vivid, unseen movie unfold before you. Yet, despite this internal flurry of visual activity, your body remains mostly still, deeply relaxed. This is why REM sleep is often called paradoxical sleep. Your brain is incredibly active, almost as active as it is during wakefulness, yet your body is profoundly paralyzed. Imagine the vast landscape of your brain, which during NREM sleep was composed of slow, rolling delta waves like deep resonant ocean swells. Now, in REM, the brainwave patterns shift dramatically. They become fast, irregular, and low in amplitude, much like the beta and alpha waves of your waking consciousness. It's as if the lights in that great city of your mind, which had dimmed for deep rest, suddenly flicker back to a vibrant, electric glow. This surge of brain activity is precisely where your imagination awakens, igniting the vivid, often surreal world of dreams. But how does your body remain still amidst this internal fireworks display? This is a marvel of the brainstem, particularly a small but mighty area within it called the pons. During REM sleep, the pons sends crucial signals down your spinal cord, effectively paralyzing most of your voluntary muscles. This fascinating state, known as autonia, is a vital protective mechanism. It prevents you from physically acting out the vivid adventures unfolding in your dreams, keeping you safely nestled in your bed while your mind soars. Think of it as a gentle, internal lock, holding your body still so your mind is free to roam without physical consequence. Within this unique brain state, specific regions surge with activity. Your amygdala, the emotional heart of your brain we've touched upon, becomes highly engaged, often more active than during waking hours. This explains why your dreams can feel so incredibly emotionally charged, whether filled with joy, fear, wonder, or sorrow. Simultaneously, the hippocampus, crucial for forming new memories, and areas of your visual cortex light up, conjuring the rich sensory details and narrative structures of your dreams. However, the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logical reasoning, critical thinking, and conscious self-awareness, becomes relatively less active. This temporary quieting of your inner critic and rational filter is what allows your dreams to be so wonderfully illogical, so brilliantly bizarre, and so spontaneously creative. This is the moment dreams truly weave their intricate narratives. They are not merely random noise, but a spontaneous unfolding of images, feelings, and sometimes profound hidden meanings. Your brain, with its extraordinary capacity for creation, becomes a master storyteller. Every night, it produces unique, personal films, populated by characters, settings, and events drawn from the vast archives of your memory and the depths of your subconscious. Scientists continue to explore the profound mystery of why your brain dedicates so much vital energy to this dream state. But several compelling theories offer fascinating insights. One prominent idea is that REM sleep is crucial for memory integration and consolidation. While deep NREM sleep is adept at filing away factual information, REM sleep seems to specialize in a more creative form of memory processing. It's like your brain takes all the new information from the day, combines it with existing memories, and then performs a grand creative remix. It finds unexpected connections, forms novel associations, and weaves seemingly disparate pieces of information into a more cohesive, integrated understanding. This process might be why you sometimes wake with a fresh perspective on a problem, or a new insight that eluded you the day before. Another powerful theory centers on emotional regulation and processing. Your waking life bombards you with a full spectrum of emotions. During REM sleep, your brain provides a safe, internal laboratory where these emotions can be re-experienced, explored, and ultimately processed without the immediate pressures or consequences of waking reality. The very act of dreaming about an emotionally charged event, even if it's a stressful one, can help to diffuse its intensity, allow you to integrate the experience, and wake up feeling a greater sense of emotional balance and resilience. It's a nightly therapy session, quiet and profound. REM sleep also appears to be a powerful engine for problem-solving and creativity. When your logical prefrontal cortex takes a back seat, your mind is liberated from its usual constraints. It can make imaginative leaps, explore unconventional solutions, and generate novel ideas that might not arise in your more structured waking state. Many brilliant minds throughout history have reported insights or creative breakthroughs emerging directly from their dreams. Your REM dreams might be offering you a fresh perspective, an intuitive solution, or a burst of pure creative inspiration, waiting to be noticed upon awakening. So, as you're carried along this vibrant REM river, feel the profound experience of your mind's own theater. You are not just observing, you are participating. You're the playwright, the actor, and the audience all at once. The dream narratives, whether vivid or hazy upon waking, are uniquely yours, reflecting the depth and intricacies of your inner world, sculpted by the unique currents of REM sleep. This profound state, so active yet so still, holds some of the brain's most compelling secrets. What deeper meanings are woven into these spontaneous unfoldings of images and feelings? What silent messages does your dreaming self compose for you each night? The unique currents of this river continue to flow, inviting you to ponder the whispers of their hidden meanings, a journey into understanding that beckons you to listen even more closely. As you continue to drift within the remarkable landscape of your sleeping brain, having observed the grand patterns of brain waves and the vibrant dance of dreams, let's now zoom in even further to the exquisite, unseen orchestrators of every state of your consciousness. Deep within the synaptic spaces, where neurons whisper to each other, unseen currents of exquisite chemicals guide your every state. These are the silent neurotransmitters, the true conductors of sleep and wake, delicately shaping your experiences from alertness to the deepest slumber. Tonight, discover how the precise, delicate balance ebbs and flows with the night, ushering in profound calm, then invigorating arousal in a complex, vital dance. Feel the subtle shifts orchestrated by your brain's own sophisticated internal pharmacy. Recall those tiny gaps between neurons, the synapses, where electrical signals transform into chemical messages. These chemical messengers are the neurotransmitters. They're like tiny, perfectly shaped keys, each designed to fit a specific lock on the surface of a neighboring neuron. When the right key finds its lock, it either excites that neuron to become active or quiets it, guiding the flow of information throughout your entire brain. It is their precise release and absorption that determines whether you are wide awake, gently drowsy, or deeply immersed in sleep or dreams. During your bustling waking hours, certain neurotransmitters are abundant, actively keeping you alert and engaged with the world. Think of them as the bright, fast notes of your daily symphony. Acetylcholine, for instance, is a vital messenger for alertness, attention, and the processes of learning and memory. Its levels are high when you are awake and focusing. It's like the bustling energy that drives your conscious thoughts and actions. Interestingly, acetylcholine also experiences a surge during REM sleep, contributing to the vividness and complexity of your dreams, creating a paradoxical connection between wakefulness and the dream state. Then there are the monoamines, a group of neurotransmitters that include norepinephrine, also known as noradrenaline, serotonin, and histamine. Norepinephrine is like an internal alarm bell, boosting vigilance, focus, and your stress response. It's the chemical that helps you stay sharp and react quickly to your environment. But as evening descends and sleep beckons, the brain regions that produce norepinephrine significantly reduce their activity, quietening the alert signals. Its levels drop dramatically in NREM sleep and are almost absent during REM. Similarly, serotonin, known for its influence on mood, appetite, and general well-being, also plays a crucial role in modulating your sleep-wake cycle. Its levels, too, significantly decrease as you drift into deeper NREM sleep and become very low during REM. Histamine, another chemical messenger, actively promotes wakefulness. Its activity diminishes as sleep takes hold, allowing drowsiness to settle in. Think of these as the bustling traffic of the day, gradually slowing to a trickle as night takes over. As these wake-promoting chemicals gracefully recede, making way for rest, other vital messengers rise to prominence, actively ushering you into sleep's embrace. The most powerful of these calming conductors is GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid. GABA is the brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. Imagine it as a gentle, calming hand, softly pressing down the volume on neuronal activity throughout your brain. It helps to quiet the overactive chatter, reduce neural excitability, and slow down your brain waves, creating the perfect environment for deep, restorative sleep. It is GABA that largely guides you through the stages of NREM sleep, acting like a natural sedative, gently soothing your nervous system. Another crucial chemical messenger is adenosine. Unlike the others, which are typically released by neurons to communicate, adenosine is a byproduct of your brain's daily energy consumption. The longer you are awake, the more adenosine accumulates in your brain, binding to specific receptors. Think of adenosine as a fatigue signal or a sleepiness chemical. As its levels rise, it increasingly slows down brain activity and reduces the activity of wake-promoting neurons, creating what scientists call sleep pressure. This rising tide of adenosine is that familiar, delicious feeling of growing heavy, of your eyelids drooping, of an irresistible pull towards rest. When you eventually fall asleep, adenosine levels begin to decrease, gradually clearing the way for renewed wakefulness when you rise. The dance of these neurotransmitters is a testament to the brain's exquisite precision. It is not simply a matter of on or off, but complex, choreographed ballet where each chemical plays its part, rising and falling in delicate synchrony. This is a delicate balance that ebbs and flows with the night, ushering in calm, allowing you to gradually surrender in REM's embrace, and then orchestrating the unique arousal of REM sleep, where the brain's activity surges once more for dreaming, guided by specific patterns of acetylcholine and other messengers. Your brain's internal pharmacy works ceaselessly, creating and managing these intricate chemical landscapes with perfect timing. It ensures that the transition from the bustling activity of wakefulness to the quiet depths of NREM, and then into the vibrant paradox of REM, is smooth and seamless. This precise chemical orchestration is fundamental to your ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, and experience the full range of restorative benefits each night. As you continue to drift, held within this delicate chemical balance, feel the profound wisdom of your own biology at work. Every subtle shift in your consciousness, every deepening wave of relaxation, every vibrant dream, all are guided by these unseen currents, these exquisite chemical messengers performing their vital dance within you. They are the silent conductors, ensuring that the symphony of your sleep plays on in perfect harmony. And as these immediate chemical whispers guide your descent, even larger, more encompassing chemical signals, powerful hormones, are also preparing their grand entrance, playing their crucial role in the vast, interconnected cycles of your body and mind. Beyond the delicate, rapid whispers of neurotransmitters that guide the moment-to-moment electrical currents of your brain, a grander, slower-acting symphony orchestrates your entire being. These are the hormones, powerful chemical messengers that travel through your bloodstream, influencing distant organs and profound physiological processes. As night deepens and you settle into sleep, a remarkable symphony of hormones rises, playing their essential parts, each with a crucial role in your nightly renewal. Tonight, learn how these vital messengers align with your inner clock, orchestrating profound restoration and preparing your entire self for the gentle return of dawn. Embrace the deep, intricate balance woven by your body's nightly score. Imagine your body as a magnificent orchestra, with the brain's direct signals are the rapid notes played by individual instruments. The hormones, however, are the grand sweeping movements, the overarching themes that set the mood and structure for the entire performance. They are produced by specialized glands scattered throughout your body, each releasing its unique chemical song into your bloodstream, reaching every cell and subtly influencing its function. One of the most well-known conductors in this nightly orchestra is melatonin. Produced by a tiny pea-sized gland deep within your brain called the pineal gland, melatonin is often called a hormone of darkness. Its rise in your bloodstream is a direct signal that evening has arrived. As the natural light fades in the world around you and your eyes register the deepening gloom, your pineal gland begins its gentle release of melatonin. It doesn't force you into unconsciousness, but rather acts as a masterful sleep conductor, setting the stage, softly dimming the internal lights, and preparing your entire body for the journey into rest. Its levels gradually climb through the evening, peaking in the middle of the night, and then gently subside as morning light begins to filter through, aligning perfectly with your body's innate circadian rhythm, your inner clock. Feel this gentle ebb and flow, the subtle internal chime that signals it is time to slow down, to prepare for profound quiet of slumber. Then there is cortisol, often known as the stress hormone or the waking hormone, produced by your adrenal glands, which sit atop your kidneys. Cortisol plays a vital role in waking you up each morning, providing the initial surge of energy and alertness needed to face the day. Its levels are highest in the early morning, helping you to feel energized and ready for action, and gradually decrease throughout your waking hours. But as you drift into sleep, especially during the early stages of NREM, your cortisol levels reach their lowest point. This crucial reduction is like the daytime fuel tanks emptying, allowing your body to step away from a state of vigilance and prepare for deep repair. When cortisol levels are low, your body can truly relax, reduce inflammation, and focus on healing, free from the activating signals of stress. It is a necessary retreat, a moment to disengage from the demands of being awake. Perhaps one of the most powerful and transformative hormones playing a role in your nightly orchestra is growth hormone GH. Produced by the pituitary gland, a small but mighty conductor nestled at the base of your brain, GH is essential not only for the literal growth of children, but, crucially, for the continuous renewal and repair of tissues in adults. The vast majority of growth hormone release in adults occurs during your deep NREM sleep, particularly during that profound stage N3. While you are deeply unconscious, lost in the slow, resonant waves of sleep, GH surges through your system. It acts as a master builder or a restorative architect, stimulating cell repair, promoting muscle growth, strengthening your bones, and helping to regulate your metabolism. Every micro tear in your muscle from daily activity, every cell that needs rejuvenation, receives this powerful, healing signal. It's a nightly miracle, silently fortifying your physical self. Beyond these prominent players, other hormones also play their part in this intricate nightly score. Consider the delicate balance of hormones that regulate your appetite and metabolism. Leptin, which signals satiety and fullness, tends to increase during sleep, while ghrelin, the hunger hormone, decreases. This explains why consistently poor sleep can disrupt your appetite regulation, making you feel hungrier and less satisfied, impacting your metabolic health. Sleep helps maintain the delicate balance of your metabolic fire, ensuring efficient energy use. Even your thyroid hormones, which govern your overall metabolic rate, are influenced by your sleep patterns, highlighting how deeply intertwined rest is with your entire bodily function. This intricate dance of hormonal release is exquisitely aligned with your inner clock, your circadian rhythm. The rising of melatonin cues the body for rest, while the decline of cortisol allows for deeper sleep. The surge of growth hormone precisely when your body is most receptive to repair, in deep NREM, showcases nature's profound design. This complex orchestration ensures that your body's internal environment is perfectly tuned for each phase of sleep, leading to optimal renewal and preparation. It is a profound balance woven by your body's nightly score, a masterpiece of biological timing. So, as you continue to drift, held in this gentle, hormonal embrace, feel the profound wisdom of your own biology at work. Every subtle shift in your inner chemistry is working tirelessly for your benefit, orchestrating healing, renewal, and preparing you for the light of dawn. These powerful messengers are silently guiding your body through its essential nightly functions, ensuring that you wake not just rested, but deeply restored from your very cells outward. And as these grand hormonal harmonies complete their nightly performance, guiding your physical renewal, another vital, unseen process is also diligently at work within the very architecture of your brain. It is a cleansing process, a quiet washing away of the day's metabolic echoes, preparing your mental landscape for clear thought and fresh perspectives. Chapter 9, The Brain's Inner Cleanse, the Glymphatic System. As you rest deeply, feeling the profound hormonal harmonies orchestrating your physical renewal, another astonishing, vital process quietly unfolds within the intricate pathways of your brain. Think of your brain, that tirelessly active organ, as a bustling city engaged in constant thought and activity throughout your waking hours. Just like any city, it generates waste, byproducts of its relentless energy consumption and cellular work. But how does this precious, delicate organ cleanse itself? While you are held in sleep's embrace, a silent, vital cleansing begins deep within your mind, a gentle wash flowing through its intricate pathways. Tonight, discover the remarkable glymphatic system, your brain's own nightly purification system, diligently clearing away the day's metabolic echoes, preparing your mental landscape for clarity anew. Feel the subtle freshness being restored to your magnificent mind. For a long time, scientists understood that your brain produced waste, but the exact mechanism by which it was efficiently removed remained a puzzling mystery. Unlike the rest of your body, your brain lacks a traditional lymphatic system, the network of vessels that drains waste from other tissues. It was a scientific enigma, a missing piece in the puzzle of brain health. Then, around 2012, a groundbreaking discovery unveiled this elegant and efficient cleanup crew, the glymphatic system. It was named by combining glia, referring to brain-supportive glial cells, and lymphatic, due to its waste-clearing function. Imagine your brain not just as a network of neurons, but also as a spongy, intricate landscape permeated by a clear, life-giving fluid. This fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF. CSF is essentially the brain's own pristine bathing liquid, constantly flowing around your brain and spinal cord, cushioning it and providing nutrients. But the true genius of the glymphatic system lies in how this fluid moves through the brain tissue itself, not just around it. Here, the unsung heroes we met earlier, the glial cells, play a starring role. Specifically, a type of glial cell called an astrocyte becomes incredibly important. Astrocytes are star-shaped cells that wrap around the brain's blood vessels, forming delicate channels, almost like microscopic pipes or aqueducts, that extend deep into brain tissue. These specialized channels, lined with unique aquaporin-4 proteins, are the key to the glymphatic system's function. During your waking hours, when your brain cells are busily firing, they are slightly swollen and the spaces between them are relatively small. This means the glymphatic system is largely closed for business, operating at a minimal level. But as you surrender to sleep, especially as you drift into profound stillness of deep NREM sleep, a remarkable change occurs. Your brain cells actually undergo a subtle but significant shrinkage, causing the spaces between them to expand by as much as 60%. This opening of space is crucial, with these channels now widened. The CSF, which flows from an area near the center of your brain, is drawn into these newly opened spaces around the arteries. It then flows rapidly through the brain tissue itself, pulsing along the channels created by the astrocytes, acting like a silent pump or a gentle, cleansing river. As this clear fluid washes through the intricate pathways of your brain, it diligently collects the accumulated waste products of a day's intense activity. These include cellular debris, worn-out proteins, and metabolic echoes, the tiny fragments left behind from neurons firing and cells renewing themselves. Among these waste products is a particular protein called beta-amyloid, which is a normal byproduct of brain activity, but which, if allowed to accumulate, can be detrimental to brain health over time. The glymphatic system is incredibly efficient at clearing away such potentially harmful substances, preventing them from building up. Once the CSF has collected its load of waste, it then drains out of the brain along specialized pathways, ultimately emptying into the body's larger lymphatic system, where the waste is then safely disposed of. This entire process is a nightly purification, a profound detox for your most vital organ. This is why sleep, particularly deep NREM sleep, is so utterly crucial. It is the period when your brain can literally wash itself clean, preparing for clarity anew. Without sufficient time in deep sleep, this vital cleansing system cannot operate at its peak efficiency. It's like a city sanitation department that can only work effectively during certain quiet hours of the night. If those hours are cut short, waste begins to accumulate, potentially impairing the city's smooth function. Feel the subtle freshness being restored to your mental landscape as you rest. This unseen cleansing is not just theoretical. Its impact is deeply felt in your waking life. A brain that has been effectively washed is a brain that can think more clearly, process information more efficiently, and feel more refreshed. It's a brain ready for optimal performance, unburdened by the cellular clutter of the previous day. So, as you continue to drift, held in the embrace of your inner purification, know that your sleep is far more than mere rest. It is an active, intelligent process of self-care, meticulously performed at the cellular level. Your brain, with its extraordinary glymphatic system, is constantly striving for pristine order, ensuring its intricate pathways remain clear and ready for the wonders of conscious thought and new experiences. This quiet, vital cleanse is happening now, preparing the perfect environment for the next critical tasks of your magnificent mind. As a profound, refreshing cleanse of the glymphatic system revitalizes the intricate pathways of your brain, preparing your mental landscape for clarity anew, another remarkable process quietly begins. Your mind, now pristine and optimized, shifts its focus to one of its most vital and complex tasks, the architecture of memory. While you sleep, your mind becomes a masterful weaver, taking the day's scattered threads of experience and information and meticulously binding them into lasting tapestries of understanding. Tonight, explore how new knowledge is not just passively stored, but actively filed, consolidated, and strengthened, transforming fleeting moments into enduring wisdom. Trust in your brain's unseen artistry, diligently building profound understanding in the quiet dark. Throughout your waking hours, your brain is a relentless gatherer. Every word you read, every conversation you have, every new skill you try, every sensory detail you perceive, all are fleeting fragments of information, like scattered threads laid out on a vast table. This initial phase, the acquisition of new information, happens when you are awake. But these threads are fragile, easily lost or tangled. Without a special process, much of what you experience would simply vanish, lost in the relentless flow of time. This is where sleep steps in as the silent, indispensable architect of your long-term memory. Sleep's crucial role is in memory consolidation, the process by which your brain transforms these fragile, newly acquired memories into stable, long-lasting ones. It's not a single instantaneous event, but complex, multi-stage operation that unfolds across the different phases of your nightly rest. Think of it as a meticulous librarian, not just receiving new books, but diligently categorizing them, cross-referencing them, and placing them securely on the right shelves in the vast library of your mind. The primary weaver for declarative memories, the facts, events, names, dates, and conscious experiences you can verbally recall, is NREM sleep, particularly the deep, slow-wave sleep, stage N3. During these moments of profound stillness and delta wave dominance, your brain engages in a remarkable process of memory replay. Imagine your hippocampus, a small, seahorse-shaped structure deep within your brain, as a temporary recording studio. During the day, it's busy capturing and briefly holding on to all your new experiences, but its capacity is limited. As you enter deep sleep, the hippocampus begins to rapidly and silently replay these newly recorded experiences to your cerebral cortex, that vast outer layer of your brain, which serves as your long-term storage library. This replay happens in synchronized bursts, like a quiet echo repeating lessons. The neurons in your hippocampus and cortex fire together, strengthening the connections between them. This repeated activation helps to transfer those memories from their temporary hippocampal scratch pad to more permanent, robust networks within the cortex. The subtle bursts of brain activity we explored earlier, the sleep spindles that characterize NREM Stage 2, play a surprisingly vital role in this process. Think of them as concentrated bursts of neural communication, like quick, efficient exchanges between the hippocampus and the cortex, facilitating this critical memory transfer. They are the quiet hums that accompany the filing away of your day's lessons, cementing them into your enduring understanding. Then, as your sleep cycles shift and you enter the vibrant currents of REM sleep, another layer of memory weaving unfolds. While NREM excels at consolidating factual information, REM sleep appears to be particularly important for procedural memories, the how-to knowledge, like learning to ride a bike, play an instrument, or master a complex motor skill. It's also crucial for integrating emotional memories and for finding creative connections between disparate pieces of information. In REM, your brain isn't just filing, it's actively remixing, finding patterns, and building a more nuanced understanding of your experiences, incorporating emotional context and broader associations. So, NREM sleep might ensure you remember the facts of a new skill, while REM sleep refines the execution of that skill and helps you understand its emotional significance or creative possibilities. It's a truly collaborative effort between sleep stages, ensuring every type of learning, from the academic to the experiential, is fully absorbed and integrated. This entire process is your brain's unseen artistry, a testament to its profound wisdom. It is constantly building wisdom in the quiet dark, without any conscious effort from you. You might study for an exam, practice a new language, or learn a complex dance move during the day, feeling that information is only superficially held. But when you surrender to sleep, your brain diligently takes over, transforming those fleeting lessons into enduring understanding, strengthening the very fabric of your knowledge. The impact of sleep on learning is profound. A sleep-deprived brain struggles to acquire new information effectively. It's like trying to write on a blackboard that hasn't been erased. And even if information is acquired without sufficient sleep, the consolidation process falters, leading to poor attention and difficulty recalling what was learned. Just as your body needs rest to physically repair, your mind needs sleep to truly absorb, organize, and integrate the vast symphony of your daily experiences into lasting knowledge. As you continue to drift deeper into slumber, trust in this magnificent, unconscious artistry. Your brain is working tirelessly for you, meticulously weaving the scattered threads of your day into rich, lasting tapestries of memory and understanding. You are not just resting. You are actively learning, actively growing, and actively building the very foundation of your wisdom. And as these factual memories are carefully filed and these new skills are gently refined, another vital aspect of your mental world is also being tended to within the quiet of the night. For memories are not just facts. They are infused with feelings. And the remarkable way your sleeping brain processes and integrates these emotions into your understanding is a story that awaits, ready to unfold in the profound landscape of your dreams. As your mind, the masterful weaver, diligently binds the day's scattered threads of memory into lasting tapestries, another profound alchemy begins to unfold within the vibrant currents of your dreams. For your experiences are not simply facts and events. They are imbued with a rich and complex emotional landscape. Even as you sleep beneath the veil of conscious awareness, a vibrant palette of feelings continues to swirl, reflected and meticulously processed within the soft, boundless canvas of your dreams. Joy, wonder, fear, or gentle release. Your subconscious mind explores each delicate hue, allowing emotions to find their quiet, rightful place. Tonight, discover the profound emotional landscape that unfolds as your brain actively rebalances your feelings as you dream. Throughout your waking hours, you navigate a constant ebb and flow of emotions. From the subtle irritations to moments of soaring joy, your emotional brain is tirelessly at work, reacting, learning, and adapting. But sometimes, these feelings are too intense, too complex, or too subtle to fully process in the conscious rush of the day. This is where the unique environment of REM sleep becomes an indispensable emotional laboratory. Your dreaming brain provides a safe, contained space to re-experience and integrate these feelings without the immediate pressures or consequences of waking reality. At the very heart of this emotional processing in dreams lies a tiny, almond-shaped region deep within your brain called the amygdala. This is your brain's primary emotional center, often thought of as its alarm bell, exquisitely sensitive to feelings like fear, anger, but also joy and profound comfort. During REM sleep, the amygdala becomes remarkably active, often showing more heightened activity than when you are awake. This surge is crucial. It's why your dreams can feel so incredibly vivid and emotionally charged, even if the narratives themselves are bizarre or illogical. Crucially, while the amygdala is highly engaged, another vital part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, PFC, the seat of your rational thought, logical reasoning, and executive control, becomes significantly less active during REM sleep. Imagine the amygdala as a powerful emotional engine, and the PFC as its careful, discerning driver. In dreams, the driver temporarily steps away, allowing the emotional engine to run more freely, uninhibited by the usual conscious filters or logical constraints. This temporary disinhibition allows emotions to be explored and processed in a raw, unvarnished way. It's like emotional play or rehearsal, allowing your subconscious to experiment with feelings in a safe, internal environment. This unique REM state, with its active amygdala and quieted prefrontal cortex, is particularly vital for processing challenging or distressing emotions. Throughout the day, you might encounter situations that cause stress, frustration, or fear. In your dreams, your brain can revisit these emotional core memories. What's fascinating is that during REM sleep, the levels of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter associated with stress and the fight or flight response, are significantly reduced. This means your brain can process the emotional content of memory in a cooler, less anxious state. It's like reliving a difficult experience, but without the full physiological stress response that would normally accompany it. This is a critical mechanism for extinction learning of fear memories, helping your brain to gradually reduce the emotional intensity associated with past negative experiences. This active reprocessing is why nightmares, unsettling as they may feel, are often profoundly functional. While they can be intense and disturbing, they are rarely random. Instead, nightmares are often your brain's valiant, albeit sometimes overwhelming, attempt to process trauma, manage intense anxieties, or resolve unresolved conflicts from your waking life. Your sleeping mind isn't trying to scare you. It's courageously working to help you confront and integrate difficult emotions, striving to make sense of them so that their emotional charge can be diffused. It's an act of profound self-healing. But the emotional canvas of dreams is not limited to difficult feelings. Your dreams also beautifully amplify and integrate positive emotions. Moments of joy, feelings of deep peace, experiences of connection, or a sense of wonder from your day can be re-experienced and solidified within the soft canvas of your dreams. Your brain reinforces the neural pathways associated with positive experiences, embedding these feelings more deeply into your emotional memory. This nocturnal processing helps to cultivate a stronger sense of well-being, allowing you to wake feeling a greater sense of emotional balance and contentment. The dream world often communicates these profound emotional states through a unique, symbolic language. A feeling of being trapped or overwhelmed in waking life might manifest as a dream of being caught in a maze or submerged in water. A yearning for liberation or breakthrough might translate into a dream of soaring to the sky or overcoming an obstacle. These symbols are not arbitrary. They are deeply personal reflections of how your subconscious is perceiving and categorizing your emotional experiences, offering insights that might be too complex or suppressed in your conscious mind. This profound emotional processing is one of sleep's most vital contributions to your mental and emotional well-being. Without this nightly opportunity for emotional release and integration, feelings can accumulate, leading to increased stress, irritability, difficulty regulating moods, and even impacting your ability to think clearly. Consistent, healthy sleep acts as your brain's built-in emotional regulator, a nightly purification that ensures your inner world remains balanced and resilient. As you continue to drift deeper into slumber, trust in this magnificent, unconscious artistry. Your deepest feelings, whether joyous or challenging, are finding their quiet place, gently, settling into the vast, calming landscape of your dream canvas. This unseen work strengthens your emotional resilience, deepens your self-understanding, and prepares you to face the emotional currents of the coming day with greater ease, clarity, and an open heart. You are cultivating a profound connection with your own emotional wisdom, a conversation that continues long after the dream has faded. As your dreams continue their subtle work of processing the day's emotions, and your inner world finds its deep sense of balance, a fundamental, unseen force consistently orchestrates every aspect of your being. Deep within you, not in a mechanical sense, but in the intricate dance of cells and chemistry, an ancient timepiece keeps its steady watch. This exquisite mechanism is your circadian rhythm, a delicate, powerful rhythm responding with profound precision to the sun's gentle rise and fall, to the very cycle of day and night. This inner clock harmonizes your entire being, guiding your waking energy when the world awakens and gently ushering in your deepest rest as darkness descends. Tonight, trust in this timeless pulse, your faithful companion through every moment of day and night. Imagine your entire existence, every cell, every hormone, every thought, dancing to an unseen, internal choreography. This daily dance is your circadian rhythm, a roughly 24-hour cycle that dictates far more than just when you feel sleepy or awake. It influences your body temperature, your metabolism, the release of vital hormones, your digestive processes, and even your mood and cognitive performance. It is a biological echo of the Earth's rotation, an ancient blueprint inscribed deep within your genetic code, connecting you to the very pulse of the planet. At the very heart of this magnificent internal clock, nestled securely within a small but mighty region of your hypothalamus in the brain, lies the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN. Think of the SCN as a master clock, the central conductor of your body's entire temporal orchestra. It is a tiny cluster of about 20,000 neurons, yet its influence extends to every cell in your body, synchronizing countless smaller internal clocks that reside within your organs and tissues. The SCN is exquisitely sensitive to the most powerful cue for timekeeping: light. Your eyes contain specialized cells that are distinct from those responsible for vision. These cells, exquisitely attuned to light, send direct signals along a specific pathway to your SCN. This direct line ensures that your master clock receives real-time updates about the external light environment, regardless of whether you are consciously perceiving images. It is how your brain knows if it is day or night, bright or dim. When the morning light, particularly the cool blue wavelengths present at dawn, touches your eyes, this signal races to your SCN. It's like a gentle yet firm morning alarm for your internal clock. The SCN registers this light and begins to initiate the awakening process throughout your entire system. It sends signals that gradually suppress the production of sleep-inducing melatonin, a hormone we will explore more deeply, allowing its levels to recede. Simultaneously, it signals the release of awakening hormones like cortisol, which begin to rise, preparing your body and mind for activity, boosting alertness and energy. This is why exposing yourself to natural light soon after waking can feel so invigorating. You are simply aligning your internal rhythm with the world's natural sunrise. As the day unfolds, your circadian compass continues its subtle guidance. Your body temperature rises to its peak in the late afternoon. Your alertness and cognitive performance are often sharpest at certain times, and your various organ systems are primed for their daytime tasks. Then, as evening descends and natural light begins its graceful fade, your SCN registers the increasing darkness. This shift acts as a dimmer switch for your internal systems. It sends signals that prepare your body for rest, and crucially, it prompts your pineal gland to begin producing and releasing melatonin once more, ushering in the feelings of sleepiness and preparing you for slumber. This gentle cascade of melatonin is your brain's chemical signal that the time for restorative rest has arrived. The harmony orchestrated by your circadian rhythm is profound, influencing far more than just sleep and wakefulness. It precisely times the release of many other crucial hormones, ensuring they are available when your body needs them most. It finely tunes your metabolism, influencing how your body processes food and stores energy. Your digestive system has its own circadian rhythm, optimized for daytime activity. Even your immune system, as we touched upon, has a daily rhythm, with certain functions more active during sleep. It's a grand internal choreography that ensures every part of you is working in perfect synchrony with the passage of time. This ancient, internal pulse is incredibly robust, yet it can be disrupted by the demands of modern life. Bright artificial lights late at night, especially the blue light emitted by screens, can confuse your SCN, making it believe it's still daytime. This suppresses melatonin production and can significantly interfere with your ability to fall asleep and achieve deep rest. Irregular sleep schedules, such as staying up late on weekends, frequent jet lag from travel across time zones, or working night shifts, can profoundly throw your circadian rhythm out of sync. This disharmony can lead to a cascade of negative effects, impacting not only your sleep quality, but also your mood, metabolic health, cognitive function, and overall well-being. By learning to listen to and respect your body's ancient rhythm, you can become a more aligned and resilient being. Simple, gentle practices can strengthen this internal compass. Striving for consistent sleep and wake times, even on non-work days, seeking natural light exposure in the morning, and gradually dimming lights and avoiding bright screens in the evening. These acts of attunement are not rigid rules, but loving gestures towards your innate biological wisdom. As you continue to drift, held in the gentle embrace of sleep, feel the steady, unwavering beat of your inner clock. It is a testament to profound intelligence within you, tirelessly working to keep you balanced, energized, and deeply rested. This internal timepiece is more than just a mechanism for sleep. It is a fundamental connection to the very flow of existence, binding your biological rhythms to the grand, cosmic rhythm of day and night. And as this timeless pulse guides you ever deeper into your nightly rest, preparing you for the gentle return of light, Remember that the precise coordination of light and darkness is absolutely vital to the symphony playing within. As your inner compass, the circadian rhythm faithfully guides your body through its 24-hour cycle of rest and activity. It relies profoundly on a constant, powerful signal from the world around you. This signal is light. The subtle dance of light and shadow shapes your very being, acting as a primary calibrator for your inner timepiece, ensuring its exquisite precision and synchronicity with the world's ancient rhythms. Tonight, as you drift, explore how morning's soft glow and evening's deepening dusk gently cue your magnificent brain, aligning your sleep with nature's most profound design. Feel the profound harmony born from truly listening to the light around you. Light is far more than just what allows you to see. Beyond illuminating the world, it is a potent biological signal, capable of instructing your body's deepest rhythms. This isn't primarily about your vision, the rods and cones in your eyes that perceive images and colors. Instead, your eyes, how special, often overlook cells called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, or iPRGCs. These remarkable cells contain their own unique light-sensitive pigment called melanopsin, which is particularly attuned to specific wavelengths of light, especially blue light. Unlike the cells that form images for your conscious sight, these iPRGCs bypass the visual processing centers of your brain entirely. Instead, they send their light signals directly to your suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, that master clock nestled in your hypothalamus we explored earlier. Think of them as dedicated messengers, carrying direct, unfiltered reports on the presence or absence of bright light to your inner compass, ensuring it is perfectly calibrated to the external world. Consider the profound impact of morning's soft glow. When dawn breaks, even before the sun crests the horizon, the natural light filtering through the atmosphere carries a significant amount of blue wavelength light. As this gentle glow touches your eyes, your iPRGCs detect it and immediately send a powerful wake-up signal to your SCN. This signal acts like a daily reset button for your entire circadian system. It tells your master clock that a new day has truly begun. In response, your SCN quickly suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone of darkness that helps you feel sleepy. Simultaneously, it promotes the release of alertness-boosting hormones like cortisol, preparing your mind and body to greet the day with energy and focus. Embrace this practice. Opening your curtains as soon as you wake, stepping outside for a few moments, or simply sitting near a sunlit window. This conscious exposure to natural morning light is a powerful act of self-care. It not only boosts your alertness and mood, but helps to firmly anchor your circadian rhythm, setting a strong, clear signal for the day's biological processes. This early morning light calibrates your inner compass, ensuring that all your internal systems are synchronized, ready to embark on the day's journey with optimal vitality. As the day progresses and eventually transitions into evening's deepening dusk, the spectrum of natural light shifts. The blue wavelengths diminish, replaced by warmer, redder tones. Your iPRGCs register this reduction in blue light, and they send a different signal to your SCN, a signal of approaching darkness. This gentle cue prompts your master clock to begin its preparations for sleep. The SCN then signals your pineal gland to begin its quiet production of melatonin once more. This rising tide of melatonin is the internal lullaby, gently guiding your body towards drowsiness and preparing it for rest. However, this delicate natural process is often disrupted by the modern world. In our homes and offices, and especially from our ubiquitous electronic screens, phones, tablets, computers, and even many energy-efficient LED lights, we are often bathed in bright, blue-rich artificial light long into the evening. This artificial light, mimicking the spectrum of daylight, sends a confusing and powerful message to your SCN. It essentially tells your master clock, it's still daytime. Stay awake. This false alarm actively suppresses your natural melatonin production and can significantly delay your circadian rhythm, pushing back your natural sleep onset. You might feel tired, but your internal biology is receiving conflicting signals, keeping your brain in a state of subtle arousal. To truly align your sleep with nature's profound design, cultivating an awareness of the light around you is key. Beyond simply dimming the lights in your home in the evening, consider softening the glow on your screens by using blue light filters or night mode settings, or ideally, disengaging from them entirely an hour or two before you wish to sleep. Instead, opt for warm, soft lighting that mimics the fading sunset. These conscious choices are not about strict rules, but about gently coaxing your brain into its natural, harmonious rhythm. The harmony born from listening to the light around you is profound. When your inner clock is precisely calibrated by the natural dance of light and shadow, your sleep cycles become more regular, deeper, and more restorative. Your energy levels feel more consistent throughout the day, your mood becomes more stable, and your cognitive performance is enhanced. You are working with your biology, rather than against it, aligning your delicate inner world with the grand, timeless rhythms of the cosmos. As you continue to drift deeper into slumber, held in the perfect calibration of your inner compass, feel the profound connection between your own rhythm and the earth's ancient dance. The light of the world, in its gentle touch, is constantly guiding you, ensuring your journey through the night is one of deep peace and perfect timing. Yet, even with this powerful external calibrator, sometimes the internal system can still stumble, facing challenges that disrupt this delicate balance. Prompting a deeper understanding of what happens when sleep's harmony momentarily fades, we have intimately explored the exquisite precision of your inner clock, the profound harmony calibrated by light's gentle touch, guiding your body through its essential rhythms of rest and wakefulness. Yet, for all its ancient wisdom and delicate balance, sometimes the gentle rhythm of rest can falter. A quiet discord might enter the symphony, a momentary pause in its flowing melody, when the brain's delicate balance is nudged from its natural, deeply ingrained path. This is a common experience in our modern world, where the very fabric of daily life can challenge this ancient harmony. Tonight, discover the silent impact of restless nights on both your mind and your body, and acknowledge the deep, quiet wisdom that constantly calls you back to balance. Imagine your circadian rhythm, your inner compass, as a beautifully tuned instrument. When played in harmony with natural light and consistent routines, it produces a clear, resonant tone, guiding you effortlessly through states of alertness and rest. But the complexities of modern living often introduce subtle or sometimes significant interferences, creating a gentle cacophony that can disrupt this natural precision. One of the most profound disruptions stems from our relationship with light, particularly after the sun has set. While morning light is a powerful clarion call for wakefulness, artificial light, especially the blue-rich glow from screens like phones, tablets, computers, and bright LED lights, becomes a silent saboteur of your sleep in the evening. As we explored, your brain's master clock, the SCN, interprets this blue light as a signal of daytime, suppressing production of melatonin, the hormone of darkness that gently ushers in sleep. It's like trying to put your body to bed while still shining a bright sun in its face. This confusion delays your natural sleep onset, pushing back your entire sleep cycle, leading to what is sometimes called social jet lag. When you try to catch up on weekends, your body is physically tired, but your internal clock is receiving conflicting signals, preventing that desired harmony. Beyond light, the unrelenting pressures of daily life can create another powerful disruption: stress and mental overload. In our busy world, your brain can remain in a heightened state of arousal long after the work is done. The sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response, might stay subtly active, keeping your body on alert. Levels of cortisol and norepinephrine, the very hormones and neurotransmitters that prime you for action during the day, can remain elevated into the evening, making it incredibly difficult for your mind to quiet down. This leads to the familiar experience of a racing mind, where thoughts tumble and spin, preventing the prefrontal cortex from gracefully dimming its activity. It's a vicious cycle. Stress makes it hard to sleep, and lack of sleep makes you more susceptible to stress. Certain lifestyle choices also play their part in nudging sleep off its natural path. Consider caffeine, a common morning ritual for many. While invigorating during the day, consumed too late in the afternoon or evening, it acts as a powerful blocker of adenosine, that natural sleepiness chemical we discussed. This keeps your brain artificially alert, long after your body is signaling for rest. Alcohol, though it might initially induce a feeling of drowsiness, profoundly fragments your sleep later in the night. It suppresses vital REM sleep and increases wakefulness, leaving you feeling unrest even after hours in bed. Late, heavy meals can divert your body's energy towards digestion, rather than the quiet work of preparing for rest, creating internal churn when you seek stillness. Even the timing of intense physical activity can matter. Exercising too close to bedtime can elevate core body temperature and alertness, making it harder to fall asleep. The very environment of your sleep space can also contribute to this discord. Too much noise, even subtle background hums or light leaks from street lamps, a room that is too hot or too cold, an uncomfortable mattress or pillow. These seemingly small disturbances can fracture the delicate progression through sleep stages, preventing you from reaching the deepest, most restorative phases. The silent impact of restless nights on your mind and body is profound, rippling through every aspect of your well-being. On your mind, the most immediate effects are often felt in your cognitive abilities: reduced focus and concentration, difficulty with decision-making, impaired problem-solving skills, and a noticeable decline in your ability to learn and recall new information are common consequences. The intricate weaving of memories we explored earlier becomes less efficient, and your brain struggles to absorb and retain information effectively. Emotionally, the price of disrupted sleep can be significant. Your emotional regulation becomes more challenging. You might find yourself more irritable, prone to mood swings, or reacting with heightened intensity to minor frustrations. The amygdala, your emotional center, remains on edge, and without the crucial processing time in REM sleep, emotions can feel raw and unintegrated. Physically, the consequences are equally far-reaching. Your immune system, that vigilant army, becomes weakened, making you more susceptible to illness and slowing recovery. Your metabolic health can suffer, as sleep disruption impacts the delicate balance of appetite-regulating hormones like leptin and ghrelin, leading to increased cravings and a potential for weight gain. It can also contribute to insulin resistance, affecting your body's ability to manage blood sugar efficiently. Over time, chronic sleep disruption can even place increased strain on your cardiovascular system, contributing to elevated blood pressure. Yet, despite these challenges, a profound truth remains. Your body possesses an incredible resilience, an innate wisdom that constantly calls you back to balance. The desire for rest is deeply ingrained within your biological makeup. Even after a night or a series of nights where sleep has stumbled, your system tirelessly strives to reestablish harmony, to find its way back to that deep, restorative rhythm. Acknowledging these disruptions is the first gentle step towards reclaiming the balance. It is not about blame, but about understanding the intricate dance between your modern life and your ancient biology. You are capable of making conscious choices that align more closely with your body's profound design, guiding it back towards its natural state of peace. As you continue to drift in this moment of quiet rest, releasing any lingering worries about past sleepless nights, feel the gentle, persistent pull of your inner wisdom. It is always there, nudging you towards the conditions that will allow for deeper rest. And as you surrender to this knowing, your magnificent brain, ever adaptable, is preparing for another remarkable transformation. For even in the subtle stillness of sleep, it is constantly reshaping itself, preparing for new insights and the profound magic of growth. Even as your body rests deeply, nurtured by the wisdom that guides it back to balance, your magnificent brain, far from being static, remains beautifully adaptable. It is an organ of constant change, a living testament to the power of transformation. While you are held in deepest slumber, your brain engages in a quiet magic, continuously reshaping, strengthening, and even pruning its countless connections. This profound process, known as neuroplasticity, unfolds silently in the night, allowing new learning to settle, old pathways to refine, and preparing your mind for future growth. Truly, your sleeping mind is a masterful sculptor, diligently creating the very potential of tomorrow. During your waking hours, every new experience, every piece of information you encounter, every skill you practice, creates or strengthens connections between your neurons, your synapses. This is the fundamental mechanism of learning. Think of these synapses as tiny bridges. As you actively learn, new bridges are built, and existing ones become stronger and more robust, accommodating the heavy traffic of new knowledge. This initial, rapid burst of synaptic growth and strengthening is vital for immediate learning and adaptation to your environment. However, if this process of strengthening synapses were to continue indefinitely, your brain would eventually become overwhelmed. It would be like a city where every new road and bridge built eventually leads to gridlock, or a garden so overgrown with every possible plant that nothing can truly thrive. This is where sleep-dependent plasticity comes into play, offering a distinct, quieter, and profoundly efficient form of remodeling. As you enter the deep, slow-wave phases of NREM sleep, your brain embarks on a remarkable process known as synaptic homeostasis. This concept suggests that while wakefulness emphasizes building and strengthening, sleep focuses on downscaling or pruning the less important synaptic connections. It's a necessary process of refinement. Imagine your brain as a vast, complex forest. During the day, new paths are blazed and existing ones are heavily used. But at night, the expert gardeners of your brain gently prune back the overgrown underbrush, thinning out the less frequently used or less important pathways. This delicate pruning doesn't mean you forget vital information. Instead, it's about optimizing efficiency, creating space, and ensuring that the most important connections remain strong and clear. This precise pruning helps to prevent synaptic saturation, a state where too many connections are equally strong, making it harder to distinguish new information or learn efficiently the next day. By gently weakening the less salient connections, your brain maintains an optimal state for learning, ensuring it has the capacity to build new, strong pathways when you awaken. This is a quiet process of old pathways to refine, making your brain a more streamlined and responsive instrument. But plasticity in sleep isn't just about pruning. It's also profoundly about strengthening and consolidating the most critical connections. While the overall synaptic strength may be scaled down, the specific connections that encode your most important new memories, those vital threads we discussed earlier, are selectively reinforced. As your brain engages in the memory replay during slow-wave sleep, those specific neural circuits are reactivated repeatedly, cementing their strength and transferring them to long-term storage. This is the very essence of new learning to settle, allowing what you experienced and learned during the day to become deeply integrated into your enduring understanding. The large, synchronized slow waves of deep sleep are thought to be the driving force behind the synaptic remodeling. They provide the rhythmic pulses that orchestrate this dance of strengthening and weakening connections. It's as if these slow, resonant waves act like gentle tides, washing over the synaptic landscape, subtly reshaping it, creating a cleaner, more efficient foundation for your cognitive abilities. And the subtle shifts in neurotransmitters we explored earlier also play a critical role, creating the perfect chemical environment for these plastic changes to occur. The impact of this nightly remodeling is profound on your ability to learn and acquire new skills. Have you ever noticed how a skill you practice diligently one day seems to feel smoother, more intuitive after a good night's sleep? This is the quiet magic of plasticity at work. Whether it's a complex motor sequence, a new language, or a challenging intellectual concept, the hours you spend in sleep are crucial for transforming initial, clumsy attempts into fluid, automatic performance. Your brain is literally refining its neural pathways, making your movements more precise, your thoughts more coherent, and your understanding more deeply integrated. Your sleeping mind, therefore, is truly a sculptor. It is not merely resting. It is actively shaping the very physical architecture of your brain. With each night, it refines the intricate pathways of your thoughts, strengthens the foundations of your memories, and optimizes your neural networks. It is diligently creating the potential of tomorrow, ensuring that you wake not just rested, but more capable, more efficient, and more adaptable version of yourself. You are continuously evolving, even in the depths of slumber, thanks to this unseen, profound artistry within you. And as your brain undergoes this vital structural remodeling, preparing its intricate pathways for new learning and clear thought, another fascinating aspect of its nocturnal creativity is also emerging. For beyond merely refining what you already know, sleep also holds a remarkable capacity to foster entirely new ideas, to spark leaps of imagination and to weave unexpected insights. We have explored how your sleeping brain meticulously strengthens and prunes its connections, remodeling itself for optimal learning and clarity. But sleep offers a wisdom far beyond mere organization and consolidation. It provides profound wellspring of quiet inspiration, a space where the improbable becomes plausible, and where disparate ideas gently connect, sparking entirely new understanding. In the quiet dark, Your resting brain fosters unique insights and solutions, unburdened by the linear logic of your waking hours, allowing creativity to softly bloom. Tonight, embrace the subtle genius that silently unfolds within your dreaming mind. During your waking day, your consciousness is often driven by a focused, linear approach to problems. You analyze, categorize, and apply known rules to find solutions. This is essential for navigating the immediate demands of your world. However, true creativity, the spark of insight, often requires a different kind of thinking, divergent thinking, the ability to generate multiple, often unconventional, solutions or ideas. And this is precisely where sleep, particularly the vibrant currents of REM sleep, proves to be an astonishing ally. Recall how in REM sleep, the prefrontal cortex, that part of your brain responsible for your rational thought, critical judgment, and self-censorship, becomes relatively less active. Imagine it as the diligent editor of your mind, who, during the day, ensures your thoughts are coherent and logical. But at night, this editor steps away, taking a well-deserved rest. This temporary quieting allows your mind to roam freely, unconstrained by the usual rules of cause and effect, or the need for immediate practical solutions. It's like taking the brakes off your imagination, letting it soar without the usual filters or restraints. In this liberated state, your brain becomes a master of unexpected connections. Think of your mind as a vast library, where during the day, books are meticulously categorized by subject. But in sleep, particularly during REM, it's as if a librarian takes out books from entirely different, seemingly unrelated sections, a book on physics, a novel, and a historical text, and lays them out together on a vast table. Suddenly, unexpected relationships appear between concepts that would never meet in your waking, logical categorization. This is where disparate ideas gently connect, forging remote associations, sparking novel insights that might feel like a sadaha moment when you awaken. It's the moment your brain discovers a hidden pathway between two previously unconnected points, illuminating a new understanding. History is filled with anecdotes of profound creative breakthroughs born from this nocturnal wisdom. Scientists struggling with complex equations, composers seeking a new melody, or writers grappling with a story's plot have often reported waking with precise insight or solution that had eluded them for days. Consider the famous story of chemist August Kekulé, who reportedly dreamt of a snake eating its own tail, inspiring his understanding of the benzene ring's cyclic structure, or the visions that inspired artists, the melodies that came to musicians in their slumber. While anecdotes, they point to a very real capacity of the sleeping mind. This creative work isn't exclusive to REM sleep, however. Even deep NREM sleep, with its slow, resonant waves, contributes to insights by helping to abstract general rules from specific examples. It's like extracting the core principle from a series of lessons, allowing your brain to grasp the gist of a problem, which can then be creatively applied. So, while NREM might help you understand the core mechanics of a problem, REM might help you find the innovative, out-of-the-box solution. It's a collaborative creative process across the different stages of your rest. Moreover, the emotional processing that occurs during sleep, as we explored earlier, plays a subtle but significant role in freeing up mental space for creativity. By helping to dampen the intensity of negative emotions and integrate challenging experiences, sleep reduces the emotional clutter that can otherwise consume your mental resources. A mind unburdened by unresolved feelings is a mind more open to curiosity, playfulness, and spontaneous generation of new ideas. This silent, nightly wellspring of inspiration means that your brain is actively working to make you more creative, more insightful, and more innovative, even without your conscious effort. It is your inherent subtle genius, always at work, waiting to be embraced. You don't need to force it. You only need to create the conditions for deep, restorative sleep. If you wish to gently cultivate this creative potential, you can invite it with a sense of open curiosity. Before drifting off to sleep, perhaps hold a question in your mind, a creative challenge, or a problem you've been grappling with. Simply pose a thought, then release it, trusting that your nocturnal mind will attend to it in its own unique way. Some find that keeping a small journal near their bed, to jot down any fleeting ideas or dream fragments upon waking, can help capture these elusive sparks of insight. As you continue to drift deeper into slumber, Trust in this profound, active capacity of your sleeping mind. It is constantly working to expand your understanding, to connect the dots in surprising ways, and to bring forth novel ideas. You are not just resting, you are actively becoming more insightful, more innovative, and more creatively alive. And as your brain sculpts these new ideas and refines its pathways of creativity, there are still moments when a harmonious flow of sleep itself can be challenged. Even this incredible system, designed for renewal, can encounter difficulties, leading us to understand what happens when sleep's quiet river momentarily stalls, and how science seeks to bring comfort to restless nights. We have drifted through the breathtaking landscapes of sleep, witnessing its profound architectural work on your brain, its intricate dance of chemicals, and its remarkable ability to foster learning and creativity. Sleep, indeed, is a natural, flowing journey, a vital river of renewal. Yet, even the most majestic rivers can encounter obstacles. Sometimes their currents can slow or even temporarily stall. This brings us to a gentle acknowledgement of sleep's challenges, those restless nights, those elusive moments of true repose. Tonight, learn about the common ways sleep's natural flow can be interrupted, and discover the quiet insights that science patiently illuminates, guiding pathways back to rest. Trust in the ongoing quest to bring comfort to restless nights, for understanding is the first step toward harmony. It is a common human experience to encounter difficulties with sleep. Perhaps you've known the frustration of a mind that simply won't quiet, or a body that feels restless despite its fatigue. These moments are not failures, but simply instances when the brain's delicate balance is nudged from its natural, deeply ingrained path. Science, with its compassionate lens, seeks not to judge, but to understand these interruptions, to unravel precise mechanisms that cause sleep's river to stall. One of the most widely known and often experienced challenges is insomnia. This is not merely an occasional difficult night, but a persistent struggle to fall asleep, stay asleep, or achieve truly restorative slumber. From a scientific perspective, insomnia is often linked to an overactive arousal system within the brain. Imagine your brain's wake switch remaining subtly flicked on, even when it should be dimming its lights. This can be due to persistent levels of wake-promoting neurotransmitters like norepinephrine and histamine, which we explored earlier, remaining elevated into the night. Your cortisol levels, meant to drop as darkness gathers, might stay higher, keeping your body in a state of subtle alertness. This means the very mechanisms designed to keep you awake during the day become overzealous at night, preventing the graceful descent into sleep. Often, for those experiencing insomnia, the mind itself becomes a barrier. The prefrontal cortex, instead of softening its activity, engages in a racing mind phenomenon, replaying worries, planning for tomorrow, or even fostering a performance anxiety about sleep itself. The more one tries to force sleep, the more the brain becomes aroused, creating a challenging feedback loop. Science helps us understand this paradox, offering insights into how to gently disengage the mind from this anxious cycle. Another significant interruption to sleep's flow is sleep apnea. This condition, particularly obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, involves repeated, temporary pauses in breathing during sleep. As your body relaxes, the muscles in your throat might collapse, briefly blocking your airway. When this happens, your brain, sensing a lack of oxygen, briefly and often subtly wakes itself up just enough to prompt you to gasp or snort, reopening the airway. This fragmented sleep means that you might spend hours in bed, but your brain is constantly being pulled out of its restorative deep NREM and vital REM stages. Imagine trying to deeply relax in a quiet room, only to be constantly poked awake. The deep, continuous flow of sleep is repeatedly interrupted, preventing your brain and body from achieving profound restoration they yearn for. The quiet insights here involve understanding the physical obstruction and its impact on the brain's ability to maintain stable sleep architecture. Then there's the restless whisper of restless leg syndrome, RLS. This is characterized by an irresistible urge to move your legs, often accompanied by uncomfortable, sometimes creeping or crawling sensations, primarily when you are at rest. This urge typically worsens in the evening and at night, making it incredibly difficult to fall asleep or remain asleep. While its exact causes are still being fully understood, research often points to a potential imbalance in the brain's dopamine system and sometimes relates to iron deficiency in the brain. It's as if a quiet internal hum of discomfort arises precisely when your body is seeking stillness, disrupting the very initiation of your sleep journey. Another, though less common, challenge is narcolepsy. This condition involves overwhelming daytime sleepiness and sudden, irresistible sleep attacks, even in inappropriate situations. From a scientific perspective, narcolepsy is often linked to a loss of specific neurons in the hypothalamus that produce a neurotransmitter called orexin or hypocretin. Orexin acts like a stabilizing force for wakefulness, keeping you alert and preventing sudden transitions into sleep. Without sufficient orexin, the brain struggles to maintain stable wakefulness, leading to abrupt shift into sleep, and sometimes even directly into REM sleep, with its associated muscle paralysis, blurring the lines between conscious and unconscious states. Each of these challenges, whether mild or profound, impacts the profound restorative functions of sleep we've explored. They disrupt the brain's ability to cleanse itself, to weave memories, to process emotions, and to engage in its vital remodeling. The silent impact of restless nights translates directly into daytime fatigue, reduced clarity, emotional vulnerability, and a weakened physical resilience. But in these very challenges, science offers pathways back to rest. The ongoing quest to understand the underlying mechanisms of these conditions is driven by a deep desire to bring comfort. For insomnia, insights into the brain's arousal system have led to effective behavioral therapies, gently guiding the mind to quiet self. For sleep apnea, understanding the airway obstruction has led to physical solutions that allow for uninterrupted breathing. For RLS and narcolepsy, pinpointing chemical and neurological imbalances guides targeted treatments that can help restore a sense of balance. The most profound insight, perhaps, is this: your body possesses an incredible, innate drive for balance and restoration. Even when sleep's river stalls, the quiet wisdom that calls you back to its flowing currents is always present within you. It is a testament to the remarkable resilience of your own biology, always striving for health and harmony. As you continue to drift, releasing any lingering thoughts about sleep's occasional struggles, trust in this ongoing scientific journey. It is a compassionate exploration, continually illuminating new pathways to bring comfort to restless nights. And as our understanding of sleep's intricate workings deepens, we continue to uncover its profound beauty and its endless connections to every facet of existence, reaching beyond what is currently known into the emerging frontiers of discovery. We have journeyed through the intricate landscapes of your sleeping brain, from the cellular whispers to the grand hormonal harmonies, from the brainwave lullabies to the profound architecture of memory and emotion. We've even acknowledged the moments when sleep's river stalls, and the quiet resilience that calls you back to balance. Yet, for all the luminous pathways we've explored, the tapestry of sleep science is ever expanding, perpetually woven with new threads of discovery. Tonight, as you drift, feel the ongoing journey of inquiry, as curious minds continue to explore sleep's deepest, most wondrous horizons, seeking the cutting-edge questions, the unfolding mysteries that still whisper their secrets, inviting even deeper understanding, reaching far beyond what is currently known. Imagine the vast ocean of sleep, whose surface we have gently skimmed, glimpsing its profound beauty and vital currents. But beneath that surface lie abyssal depths, unexplored trenches, and hidden ecosystems waiting to be revealed. Scientists around the world, like intrepid deep-sea explorers, are constantly developing new tools, new ways of listening, and new lenses through which to observe the brain in its most enigmatic state. This relentless curiosity is pushing the boundaries of our understanding, revealing astonishing connections we are only just beginning to comprehend. One fascinating emerging frontier explores the intricate brain-body connection in sleep, extending far beyond the obvious. For instance, new research is delving into the remarkable links between your gut microbiome, the vast community of microorganisms residing in your digestive system, and the quality of your sleep. It's a surprising connection, revealing how the health of your inner guard might profoundly influence the quiet sky of your sleep. Scientists are investigating how these microscopic inhabitants might influence the production of neurotransmitters that affect sleep, or how imbalances in the gut can contribute to inflammation that disrupts restful nights. This suggests a holistic view of well-being, where what you nurture in your gut might silently shape your dreams. Another critical area of discovery illuminates sleep's protective power in disease prevention and progression. While we know sleep strengthens the immune system and clears brain waste, scientists are now uncovering even more intricate details about its role in preventing and potentially mitigating neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. They are meticulously studying how consistent, high-quality sleep enhances the glymphatic system's efficiency, working to prevent the buildup of harmful proteins in the brain that are implicated in these conditions. This research suggests that sleep isn't just about feeling better today. It's a profound, long-term investment in the health and longevity of your brain, protecting its precious architecture for decades to come. Embrace this gentle integration, awakened by the mysteries explored. Let this newfound appreciation for sleep transform your relationship with rest. See it not as a luxury or a task to be checked off, but as a non-negotiable pillar of your health, a profound gift you give yourself each night. It is a time when you are most actively cultivating your physical resilience, enhancing your mental capacity, and nurturing your emotional well-being. It is a powerful foundation upon which your conscious, vibrant life is built. Remember that this journey is a continuous one. Every single night offers this opportunity for renewal, a fresh embrace of peace. Your body and mind are exquisitely designed for the cycle of rest and activity, always striving for harmony. Even if a night occasionally proves challenging, trust in the inherent wisdom that always calls you back to balance. The path is always there, waiting for your gentle surrender. As you now prepare to fully emerge from this long, immersive journey into the depths of sleep science, allow the final tendrils of slumber to gently release their hold. Feel the growing lightness in your limbs, the returning crispness to your thoughts, the quiet joy of a fresh start. You are not just waking up to a new day. You are awakening as a more understood, more integrated, and more profoundly renewed version of yourself. So, let your awareness expand, feeling the freshness of the air, the subtle sounds of the waking world, the warmth of the coming light. You have been transformed. You are refreshed and at peace, illuminated by the beautiful mysteries explored within. And as you open your eyes to the new day, carry this quiet wisdom with you, a deeper understanding of the incredible, constant miracle of sleep that unfolds each night, ensuring your health, your clarity, and your boundless capacity for life.